Welcome to Outlaw Woodworking. Today we are going to design this little part for my vacuum table, and it basically goes upside down like that. And we need 8 of these. We're going to turn our CNC table into a vacuum table. Right now it's a T-track, but I want to turn it into a vacuum. So I need 8 of these parts. So let's get started. We'll draw this part and then we'll print it on our 3D printer and see how it turns out.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can. And he'll break his back for $1 or $2. Oh, there ain't no shame in what he do. Oh, work it out.
So here we are in the new drawing, Fusion 360. We're going to go ahead and let's get us to the top of this. This is where we're going to start drawing right here. We'll go over here to draw, create. Now the first thing we're going to create is the outside flange. So I'm going to go ahead and create a circle. And I believe that I'm going to make the flange 5 inches. So we'll go ahead and hit 5, hit enter, and there's our first flange. Now I want the pipe to be able to travel. The pipe's going to go through this flange. So let's go ahead and create that circle next. So that we'll start with the outside diameter, which on a 2-inch pipe, the outside diameter is actually, or the fitting diameter, let's see, is that right? The pipe diameter is 2.37. Let's check that real quick. And I believe I have I've got a file right here. Let's see. So right here, 2-inch pipe, outside diameter is 2.375. 2.375. Okay. So we'll go with that. So we're going to go 2.375 and hit enter. Okay, so there's our outside diameter of the pipe. Now we're going to put an inside diameter of 1/4 inch, 0.25. So we're going to subtract, we'll go ahead and just highlight that. We'll go up here to create offset. And that's in the modify section right here, offset to the inside. So we should be able to go negative 0.25, and that creates that circle. Okay, so now we got all our circles there. The next part of this puzzle, let's see, highlight. Okay, so it's got these highlighted just where we want. Okay. The next part of the puzzle is actually the part I always struggle with, is all the little holes for the flange. So we're going to create a hole here. We're going to do 1/4 inch holes, 0.25, hit enter, and now we're going to select this and we're going to try to do a circular pattern. Now we already got the one object. Now we go ahead and select the center point, and then we select how many screws we want, 8, and that should give us there's all our screw holes. Okay, we're getting closer now. So what I want to do first is go for this one right here and put the thickness of this plate. And I tend to go, we're going to go up here to solids, extrude, and I tend to be a 1/4 inch seems to be pretty stout. So we'll go ahead and create new body and hit OK. Now if you turn this, you'll see it's thicker. Got some nice sized screw holes there. Okay. Next up, we want to, where's our other ring at? We lost something here. Let's go back. So that should have just been that. Let's go ahead and extrude this one first and see what happens here. We're going to go 4 inches. Well, let's see, 3/4 inch. Yeah, let's go 4 inches and hit OK. Why am I losing this other thing? It can be complicated sometimes. Okay, we might end up having to do this in separate pieces, so all right, let's extrude this one first. 0.25. And profile plane, one-sided. We're just going to go one side, hit OK. Now I don't know why we lose our pipe in the middle, but that's okay. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll draw another circle in here. I don't know why we got to do that, but that's just the way it is. We're going to draw another circle, and this one's going to be, oh, wait a minute, no. We need to offset this one inside. Oh, I see. We lose. So when we extruded this, we lost that outer circle. So we'll go ahead and put a new circle. This one's going to be 2.375. That's the shape of our. And now we'll go ahead and offset that one. And we'll select the curve. There we go. Now we can put 0.25. And we got to go negative to go to the inside, negative 0.25, and there we go. Okay, now we're looking a little better. Okay, now what we want to do, I want to extrude this both ways. So let's see if that'll work. A lot of times you just got to try different things. So right there, I've got it selected. I know that I want to go 1 inch the other way. So let's go negative 1 inch. And that should have put us the other way. Let's take a look at that. So that should end up one. So I didn't want it to go that far, and it's going off of the face of it. So let's see if we can, actually what we can do is let's pull it back out. Let's see if we can extrude this twice. So this will be, we want to come the other way 2 inches plus a quarter, so 2.25. And we'll go ahead and hit OK, and we should be both ways now. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. So this is the fitting that I'm looking for. The only problem is, yeah, that's looking really good actually. The problem I see is this is now 1 inch right here. Matter of fact, we're going to check it real quick. The height. Let's see, let's get a little better read on this thing. Close that. I want to measure from there to there. Okay, see, we're an inch right there. Now I want that to be 3/4, so we need, I think that's by itself, so no it isn't. Okay, let's go back here. Let's see which one I'm, okay, I need to be on this one, the bottom. So we're going to highlight this one, and we're going to change it and go -2.5, or we only want to be 3/4 of an inch, so we're going to go -0.25, and okay, and see if that brought us down. Yeah, that's perfect. So you can see I reduced that top part right there, and that's looking good. So basically you can see that this flange is good. So picture the spoil board right up here. This flange is going to come into the bottom of it, and then the fittings are going to fit down here on this part and be able to connect them all. And I want to make 8 of these. Okay, so we need to fix these holes right here. We're almost done with this actually. So we want to be on this side right here because that's where the screw holes are going to be. And so what I want to do is I want to highlight these holes. I want to go up here to this hole command, and I want to do just a tapered flush countersink. So you have to select the face. So let's make sure our size is right. So we got 1/4 inch depth, 1 3/8 on the countersink. Or no. 0.375. 3/8 is 0.375. And all the rest of that, this should be 1/4. All the rest of that looks good. So let's go ahead and select our first one. Hit OK. And we're just going to repeat this all the way around. Hit OK. Okay. Yeah, this each time it gets a little easier. You got to remember that the more you practice drawing and practice making fittings, the easier it'll get. I think holes are actually the biggest pain for me. I always forget how to. I don't know. I get a little confused. I wish you could just go and select. See if it's only letting me do one at a time. I'm not sure why. Okay. That's actually that's the whole drawing. And that is perfect. Okay, let's go up here and save. Make sure we don't lose this. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and export this. This is going to take some ST files to the desktop, export. So the one thing about this, so now we need to jump over to Bamboo Studio. There's the part I'm looking for. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. Make sure this is the part. That's the part. It's pretty fun making your own parts. Now this one's going to take, so I'm going to make this out of, I'm going to go up here and check all this stuff up here. So Bamboo Lab X1 carbon, that's correct. And textured PE plate, that's what I have. And we're going to use a bamboo PLA CF. That's what it's a carbon fiber. It kind of makes a nice little textured. I wouldn't say it's necessarily stronger, but it does make a nice texture. So let's go ahead and preview this. And, seams object vacuum table fitting has floating cantilever. Please reorient the object or enable support generation. Okay. So it sliced it before I had the support ready. So if you go down here, you go to prepare, and you go to support, and enable support right there. Now it's giving me another warning. Let's click out of those. Enable support, normal auto. I've got the PLF, CF, texture plate. That all looks pretty good. Let's preview. And you can see it put all this support underneath there. And it's not giving me anything bad right now. So let's go ahead and spin it around. You can see all that support. What a waste of material, but you kind of have to do it on this type of part. Okay, I don't see anything else that's wrong with this. Line type, device. So we're going to go ahead and pick the PLF. We're going to go ahead and load that. Confirm. So right now it's loading the black filament, and actually I don't know if I have enough. Let's see. Might be enough, might not, I'm not sure. Okay, let's go back to the preview. Okay, we should be able to okay, we're sending the job to the printer right now, and it'll automatically, it's going to go in there and level it's going to do the bed leveling. You can see I've got checked, it's going to do a time lapse, it's going to do the whole thing. So it just said it's successfully sent. The vacuum table fitting, and hopefully it'll turn out. I'm a little worried that I don't have enough of this PLA CF. I'm not positive how much is on that roll. It's not a huge fitting, but there is a lot of waste as far as the support system that has to support that cantilever, and it's like a 3/4 inch support system. So yeah, we'll give it a try. And anyway, yeah, let's go to the printer. We'll go ahead and see how it turns out. If I run out of material, then I'll just have to remake it tomorrow. Now you're always learning. This was originally supposed to be PLA CF carbon fiber, and I noticed I accidentally sent it to the machine with PLA basic green, and here it is, time lapse. And it finishes, it took 2.5 hours, I believe. And then after realizing what I did wrong, I went ahead and printed one in PLA CF. Now I don't believe there's any difference in strength in these materials, but the carbon fiber version has kind of a little texture to it. And I'll show you a picture of it all done right here. So here you can see the carbon fiber one. And here's the PLA basic one. And they both came out really good. I did learn a few things doing these. The bottom, so it takes a lot of support on the bottom for both of these. But they took equal time. Both filaments worked good. I didn't have any problem with the carbon fiber. I did learn that there's no carbon fiber strength in it, really. It's just, it basically is just a different type of texture. But these are going to work really well. And I'm going to be using 2-inch PVC fittings to connect the whole vacuum board together. And they fit really good onto this. I don't know what type of glue I'm going to use for this, but they're a nice fit, and they should work really well. And this will basically go up. I got to make 6 more of these. And yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and I will see you next time. Later.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can. And he'll break his back for $1 or $2. Oh, there ain't no shame in what